The last thing that we are going to do here is that everything is working perfectly well from our last video. It's working perfectly well, but we may have an issue. We may encounter an issue. The issue is that at some point, look here. We have the column width, we have the header and the rows. The column width, we are told, should have a given size. For example, here there are 4. It shows that there will be 4 columns. There will be 4 columns, and we specify how each column will behave here. Now, in the table row, we also have 4 columns. In the table, in the rows, the header has 4 columns, the rows has also 4 columns. Now, let's see what will happen if, let's say, we remove one column with behavior. What's going to happen? Confusion. Now we have a confusion here. You see? We have a confusion. Or let's say we remove this last, the age header. Do you see how it behaves? Also, we can decide maybe to remove, let's say, down here, we remove this part. How is it going to behave? Do you see that the behavior will be different if things are not the same? So to avoid this, we have to make sure that on the side of the fixed header table, we verify the size of the column width and the size of the header. That's the first thing. We have to make sure that they are the same size. And also we need to verify that the size of the header is the same of each of the rows of the table row. Now, to do that, we go here. First, we use what we call the assert. So we are going to assert if column width length, that's the length of this column width, is greater or equal to the header children length. You see? The children of the header are these. This is the header. These are the children of the header. We check whether the length is the same as this one, or this one can be bigger. Yeah, if it is bigger, it is better, because we will just, even if it has provided something on the other side there, it doesn't. We don't care, because we will care about what is on the left side. And the other thing, the last thing, is that when we have the header and the rows, we also have to check if, when we get each row, the children of each row will be equal to the size of the children of the header. To mean that the number of rows for the content here should be equal to the number of columns of each row of the content should be equal to the number of columns of each row of the header. This is the protection that you use to help solve the problem, because if when you are using it you don't respect that, there will be an error. As you can see here, it is telling me that there is something that is not okay. Here it is telling me that it should not be a const. Okay, let's see. Now here, as we have changed to this one here, let's restart. Yes, we have restarted. As you can see, everything is okay. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Everything is okay. Let's try to verify our assertion. Let's say, for example, remove this one here. What's happening? Yeah, we are told that the column width should be greater or equal to the header children length, but it is not true. That's the protection. It is not true. And if we remove this one here, and let's say we increase another one, it works fine, because we are told it should be greater or equal, because we'll be mostly concerned about those that are on the left side. Even if you add others here, we don't care, but all we need is at least the minimum here should be equal to these others. And if, for example, we go and change, let's say we remove in the header, we remove this column here. Yeah, again here we are told that the length of each row should be equal to the length of each header, but it is not true. It is the protection so that we don't handle it wrongly. It helps protect the designing. Even when we are feeding data, we try to respect that, the obligation. Assert is very important when you're designing a component, so that you have the value that you expect to have. It is very important. That is the addition that I wanted to add to the previous video, so that when you design it, you don't have unexpected behavior. So this part here is very important to add to protect your component. Thank you very much, and I believe you have enjoyed even the second part here for the knowledge of the assertion. Thank you.